Hello. Today Nick and I are gonna present our progress report for Belso's Detail Shop. Our goal is to provide top quality car detailing services that leave customers satisfied. We have the executive summary, objectives, keys to start. We'll just get more into it. Um, so our executive summary is a little over two paragraphs long. We could add to that unless that's sufficient. It basically mentions our mission, our products, what we need, what we want, and the different packages that we offer, which we'll touch base later. Our objectives, I mean, we have some clear ones, which is basically controlling our costs. As there's a screenshot right here. That's directly from our business plan. We plan to keep materials and expenses below 30% of the revenue. And labor costs at 20 to 25%. So to make sure we're making profit out of it. We have a revenue goal for the following by the third year. We want to work on customer retention. I feel like this business is very we need loyal customers to keep it running. And then kind of like the expansion, I mean, we will offer both in-shop and mobile to help target a broader amount of clients and make it convenient for everybody and more accessible. We have our keys to success, basically, which is like the convenience, customer service, high quality service, and the range of services. Our startup costs, I mean, we're working with the 250,000 capital investment that was given to us in the instructions for the assignment. And we're also using the 50,000 to research and development. Our products and services, I mean, we have let's say we have kind of like a list of the tools that we need, going from like the cleaning equipment from the microfiber towels to detailing brushes. We have the interior care that we need, which is steam cleaners, the vacuums, conditioners, shampoo, etc. For the exterior protection, we have, I mean, the coatings, the car shampoo, and we also are trying to offer a specific winter package because our business is located in upstate New York, so we want to offer that to basically the salt and snow removal as well. For pricing, we are still working on it. I mean, we have kind of an idea. We want our starting price to be for the basic package around $140 with a 50% profit margin and 200 for the advanced package with a 55% margin. But those are tentative prices. We're still working on our making sure our startup costs and expenses align. So once we make sure those numbers are right, we'll see if this price works with what we have or if we're gonna have to adjust it. We have our market analysis. I mean, there's a big demand here in upstate New York because a lot of people have owners. We're not in a city where people use subway for transportation or where we lose a lot of customers. There's a lot of dealerships, there's a lot of businesses that have their own like fleet operators. So we're trying to meet to cover all of this demand by offering all of service options and the mobile services, catering our products and services to the customers itself. To make it convenient, we're gonna try and use eco-friendly products because nowadays we feel like that's kind of important. So we're gonna try and adapt that where we can. Market segmentation, we have individual car owners, the businesses, which is the fleet owners, dealerships. We want to try and get into dealerships as potential partners, helping them prep the cars for sale. Competition and buying patterns. I mean, we have a lot of competition. We mentioned Delta Sonic on a previous assignment. I think that's going to be one of our biggest ones. There's also other detailing shops around that have their own clientele. So we just got to enter into the market. But so far that's where we are. Nick.
Yep. So the next slide is our upcoming goals. And although the last slide seemed like we had a lot done, we have a lot to do still. So our next steps are to get our strategy and implementation summary done, our competitive edge, marketing strategy, and sales forecasts done as well. And then move on to our milestones, our web plan summary, and our management summary. Now, we want to start taking on a couple of these tasks per week per group member just to start knocking these out as we get towards the end of the semester. So that's really our goal. It seems like we've been a little bit slow in the beginning of the semester, and so now we're gonna try to pick back
Make
up.
up for it.
Yep. So we need to get our management summary done, our management team complete as well, our personnel plan along with our financial plan, and then what important assumptions that we'll make about our business. As we talked about here in upstate New York, I believe like the climate plays a lot into it. I know a lot of people in my family, in my circle, they wash their cars a lot because of the salt. So we really think that we want to take advantage of that in upstate New York here and the surrounding states, kind of like how Delta Sonic did in our what was that? Was that our that was
Okay,
just a
the
business
case study.
case study. That's what it was. Yeah. And so then after we make those assumptions, we want to do our projected cash flows, break-even analysis, and our projected profits and losses, along with our projected balance sheet, business ratios, and our exit strategy. Sorry, that seemed weird to say for some reason. And
That's fine.
so some of the challenging sections that some of the sections that are challenging are like the charts and tables. We feel like those are going to be the most time consuming, especially uh, configuring those and we haven't figured out our startup costs or determined our definite pricing. It's still tentative because we haven't like fully allocated the costs that we want to spend. Is that right, Karina?
Yeah, so I feel like we all have a lot of different ideas, so we're trying to put them all together. Therefore, we thought we had basic tools or like products that we needed to start, but then we realized we forgot some, so we had to keep adding those. So we're trying to still work up on all the expenses that we're gonna have, or at least we have an idea of what we need, but we little by little, like we're realizing like, oh, we forgot this one, so we keep adding and adding and adding. So therefore, our numbers keep changing. So our prices are tentative due to, I mean, what if my expenses are bigger than my price, and therefore all of our objectives with the 50% margin and profit margin and all the ideas that we had in mind was not going to work. So we're still working on those. Um, where I think we are kind of behind schedule because it's really hard to align our schedules all together. Right now, Nick and I are presenting because Joe Belso and Ryan Duffy, who are other group members, are busy there at work. So it's kind of hard. We have documents, we have shared documents where we all add to it when we can and throw, but I feel like because it's kind of hard to find the time to do a meeting like we are right now, we like I it's all we're kind of like all over the place, so we just gotta work on that. But we're working towards it.
Yeah, we're definitely concerned about that we're behind schedule, but we feel like we have a good start to where we can catch up. And
Yeah.
of course, aligning our schedules is a big challenge for us. But yep, that's our progress report. Let us know if you have any concerns for us, Professor, and we
Or
appreciate it.
feedback. Much appreciated.
Yep, thank you, and have a good one.